For the optimistic cynic, shit, ho got a hell of a grip. There's never a problem till niggas is ballin' and bitches they all.
Yo, YouTube, what's going on? It's D-Boy Classics. In today's video, man, you can probably tell from the title, bro, we making the paint beast or the slash and rim protector aspects of it. I know the paint beast got different titles. I know it can be classes like the a rebounding rim or like I said, the slash and rim, but particularly we're going for the slash and rim part of it. But enough of me talking. Let's get into the video. Alright, y'all, so next up is our skill breakdown or the pie charts. So obviously if you want to make our slash and rim protector or a paint beast, we gotta find the one that offers the most defensive rebound as well as finishing. You can see right here I chose this pie chart particularly because it's a blend between defense and finishing. And the other stats, they split evenly, but obviously they're smaller than defense and finishing. That's really all there is to it. But next up, bro, let's get into the physical profiles. Alright, so next up, you can see with the physical profile, I went with the pie chart that offered the most vertical and agility. I know that's kind of questionable because my strength is a little low, it's only at a 76, and obviously with the title of Paint Beast, you kind of want to be strong, but trust me, I will get there. I will get to that, bro. It will be to a decent strength, and he will still be a threat on the court. In my opinion, if he has slashing him, I feel like mobility is important, especially to cut in and out the paint and really to roam the court. And on top of that, since he got a majority of defense as well, it's going to benefit on both sides of the court, defense and offensively. But next up, let's get into the actual potential attributes. Alright, y'all, so next up right here you can see is our set potential and attributes. To our far right, our badge upgrades. At 22 is our finishing, at 1 is our shooting, at 7 is playmaking, and at 24 is defensive rebound, which is pretty straight. That's nice. I'm not gonna lie. Let's get into the attributes. So for our finishing, our close shot is at an 88, our driving layups at a 69, our driving dunks at a 75, standard dunks at a 95, and post hook is at an 80. For our shooting, I did not touch nothing in the shooting, but I'll still go over that. So for our mid-range shot is at a 36, our three-point shot is at a 33, our free throw is at a 50, and our post fade is at a 43. Next up is the playmaking. The pass accuracy is at a 59, ball handling is at a 49, and the post moves at a 77. Next up and lastly is our defense and rebounding, which is the interior defense is at an 88. I did not touch on it for the perimeter defense, but that is at a 42. Our lateral quickness is at a 54. I did not touch it for a steal, but that is at 38. Our block is at an 88. Our offensive rebound is at an 87. So is our defensive rebound, which is also 87. You can tell right there. But next up, let's get into our body type, our weight, height, and wingspan. Alright, y'all, so for our body shape, I know it don't really mean nothing, but to maintain the, the look for the paint beast, I had to make homeboy Diesel, bro, man. I had to make him look scary on the court. So you see this big dude running down, he's going to cause the problems around that, especially on offense and defense. But next up, let's get into our height. Alright, y'all, as you can see on the screen, I made him 7 foot. And the reason I made him 7 foot, once again, I'll be able to contest with 7'3", 7'2", anyone who is just taller, particularly on the center position. On top of that, as well, I have mobility. I know a lot of people have been making 6'11". 6'11" is a very good build, like I said, but they might have a little bit of trouble when they have to deal with like a 7'2" or 7'3" center, especially if it's a 1v1s or 2v2 aspect of the court. But next up, let's get into our weight. Alright, y'all, so next up is our weight, and this is where I was mentioning how, the strength goes up a lot more, or takes a more bigger hit for it. You can see right here, I maxed out his weight at 290, and I was able to maintain the speed and some of the acceleration vertical. Vertical acceleration obviously took a hit, but not as much as if I was maxed out my strength early on. So my strength right now, since I maxed him out at 290, is at 86, which is still impressive for a center. Still good. So I'll still be able to put in work into the paint like that. Also on top of that, my interior defense jumped up to a 95. So definitely inside defense is there. He has a presence. He's gonna be scary. On top of that too, for certain builds, it's gonna be pretty hard to stop him in the paint for scoring. But next up, let's get into the wingspan. Next up is our wingspan. You can see right here I maxed out my wingspan. So the wingspan in total is a 94.1. And it did take a little toll on my strength a little bit, just down by 3. But still, as long as he's over at 80, he's still a threat. Still got some backbone to him so he don't get bullied. And he's able to do the bullying himself when he's on offense. As also for my blocking, it went up by, I believe, 4. It went up by 4, so it's at a 92. That's still good. So that's only enforcing his presence on defense when he's in the paint. So he's able to do better shot block and all that other stuff. Still Gucci. But next up, let's get into the takeover part of this build. Alright, y'all, as y'all can see on the screen, our options for our takeover is rim protector and glass cleaner, which is understandable. He is classified as a paint beast or just an inside player, so I can see how you get that. I was kind of hoping we had the option for a post scoring, but we probably needed more for the playmaking. Which is cool though. It's not mandatory. But you already know, since I'm classifying him as a slashing rim protector, you gotta go with the rim protector, man. You gotta go with that. I also wish they offered the slashers takeover too, but I don't know what's up with that. But it's cool though. But next up, I'm gonna show you the similarities for this build since it's classified as a paint beast. Alright, y'all. As you see right here on the screen, you have built a paint beast. And the simulators for this build is Hassan Whiteside, a very good defensive player and rebounder, known for a lot of shot blocks, known for a lot of snatch blocks as well. Next up, Shaquille O'Neal, the almighty dominant big man back in the day for the Lakers. Dude, Shaquille O'Neal was a monster. I'm not gonna lie. Offensively, he was unstoppable. In defense, he had a little bit of defense too, but mainly his offense and his brute strength in the paint was resilient. It was there. Next up, we have Drummond, once again another known good defensive big man, known for the snatch block, known for the blocking interior, known for the shutting down the paint, and also known for getting boards too. But next up, let's get into the badges. Alright, y'all, so you see right here for the badges, we're gonna start off with the defensive rebounding. And in total, I had 24 potential upgrades, and what was left for those upgrades was 4 gold badges and 3 Hall of Fames. And so we're gonna start from top to bottom. So my first gold badge is Brick Wall. Like I said, I'm gonna have him have pick and roller. So brick wall and pick and roller is gonna be a nasty combo, especially how this year if they're going back to the 2K17 route, where if you set a good screen and they run into it perfectly, they're gonna fall. That's gonna help a lot. It's gonna split the defense for sure. But next up, our first Hall of Fame badge is Intimidator. Intimidator is basically the new defensive stopper. That's why I feel like that's gonna be mandatory for any rim protector build out there. So I have that on Hall of Fame. But next up too, my next gold badge is Moving Truck. That's gonna help me stop athletics and post scores in general in some aspects. They won't be able to just bully me down. That also, for those who know, I believe Moving Truck neutralizes back down punisher. That's basically all that really is. So, well, I was getting from the definition from each one of them. But next up, we're gonna have Post Move Lockdown. So basically, this badge is gonna once again help me stop athletics and post scorers. And for also those that didn't know, Post Move Lockdown helps stops with post spin technician and drop stepper. So just so y'all know for that. That's why I was putting together with the definitions. Next up is Rebounding Chaser for my last gold badge. Obviously, Paint Beast, you're gonna have rebounder presence. Gotta have this. We gotta have Rebound Chaser. That's basically hustle rebounder. Gotta get the boards and kick back out or go back up if I'm able to, since I have a high dunking. Next up is Rim Protector. That is on Hall of Fame. I gotta have Rim Protector on Hall of Fame, bro. I gotta get my blocks in. That's mandatory. And lastly, for my last Hall of Fame badge is Tireless Defender. I feel like a lot of people are sleeping on this badge. I really do. I feel like that's going to help a lot, especially altogether if you deal with an athletic post scorer and they just push you all around. You're not going to be as tired as them, so it's kind of going to negate like any badges that are going to make you tired. So yeah, I feel like I feel like that's bad. I feel like people just sleeping on that. We do got to see when the full game drops out. But next up, let's get into the playmaking badges. Alright, y'all, so for my playmaking badges, I had a total of 7 potential upgrades, and so what they led to was 2 gold and 1 bronze. So my first gold badge was Post Spin Technician. Like I said, if I want to go for the ISO plays, that's going to help a lot. Next up, my last gold badge for this is Quick First Step. So basically, if I want to play around with triple threat, or I'm playing around, moving around the court kind of in and out, that's going to give me a speed boost. That badge is pretty damn clutch. I'm not going to lie to y'all. Very underrated badge in my opinion. And lastly, for my bronze badge, I just put into Unpluckable. So just in case I am in the post and I do get the double team, the chance of me getting plucked is less. Obviously, I'll still probably gonna get plucked here and there, but it's not gonna be as much. But next up, let's get into our shooting badges. Alright, y'all, so next up is our shooting badge. You can see right here, only have 1 potential upgrade. It's not crazy. And the one I did go for that is probably slippery off ball. So it's gonna help with my latest off ball moves if I need to get open. Once again, off ball player, cut in and out the paint, do this and that, probably catch alley-oop so I can get the ball and dunk it. But lastly, we're gonna go into our finishing badges. Alright, y'all, so lastly for the badges is our finishing badges. You can see right here, I had a total of 22 potential upgrades, and that led to 1 Hall of Fame and 6 gold badges. So our first gold badge is Back Down Punisher. The reason I chose this badge particularly is for just ISO plays and this 1v1 situation. If there's a mismatch such as a guard or a weaker center, I'll be able to pull him. I do have the 83 strength, and I do have the badges to back that up, so definitely going to be able to go around with that. Next up is consistent finisher, and the reason I chose this badge is just in case I do rush a layup or I just complete this potato a layup. And it won't penalize me that much. Obviously, it's not going to bail me out fully, but it's going to help a lot. Next up is our contact finisher, basically posterizer. So if I'm looking for highlights and I know I can get one, I'm going to get it. That's going to help a lot from the mixtape, so definitely look out for that for the future. Next up, we have Drop Stepper, another 1v1 badge. Basically, it's going to help just bully anyone who's not really playing good defense or who cannot guard inside badges like that. So that's why it's there. Next up is our Hall of Fame badge, and the reason I chose Giant Slayer is for just 7-3 centers, 7-3, 7-2, 7-1, be able to compensate the score on them, get easy buckets if not playing good defense or they just sit in the paint too deep. That's really all that is for them. Next up is our Lob City finisher, and the reason I chose this badge is basically just to work with my teammate, especially if he's a playmaker and he has Lob City passer. So really just gonna get that around to set screens, cut into the paint. You see right next we have Pick and Roller. That's gonna help a lot too. So really that's a mean combo to have for that. So that's really all that is for the badges. Next up, we're just gonna wrap up the video. Alright, y'all, so basically to wrap up this whole video, man, the paint beast got some potential. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. It could be my main build for when the full game releases. We still gotta see if there's any other builds out there. Obviously, I'm gonna look for those. But so far, the paint beast probably look the most interesting. Low key, the OP, the most powerful one. Obviously, people are gonna still go with Sharp Shooting Rim, which is still a valid build. But like I said, we be a little bit unique. You can go with the paint beast. You see right here in total, excuse me. In total, we have 2 bronze badges, no silver badges, 12 gold badges, and 4 Hall of Fame when he probably gets to 99. That's pretty mean, bro. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, man. Besides that, I'm gonna stop rambling, bro. I appreciate y'all watching the video, man. If you found this video helpful, definitely hit that like button. If you like my content, bro, especially for the future, we're gonna go crazy for 2K20, bro. Hit that subscribe button. I really do appreciate that, man. But enough of that. I'll catch you on the next one, man. Peace out.